Morning guys, Chuyang here, and today behind me we have the Bentley Bentayga and we are doing a small little photo shoot at a location near Batu Kawan. So this is the Bentley Bentayga and we scouted this location last time while we were shooting our Audi TT Roadster as well as the Cayenne Turbo S in white. So today we are doing a follow-up shoot with the Bentley Bentayga. It is one of the highest grade cars that we have gotten in so far. And yeah, look at that focus, that content. There you go. And this is so far for us is a fantastic location because of it's first of all very empty, and the guards and security are just very friendly. They let us come here and shoot for with no fuss lah, basically. And yeah, this morning excited to shoot this behemoth of a car. So beautiful. So beautiful. Quick walk around, and yeah. So my strategy for shooting this car is it was originally there in the middle of the road, but somewhere there in the middle of the road. But I didn't like that it had no contrast between the road itself and the environment, as well as the general color palette of the car, because it's quite dark. It's a very dark color car. It's very subtle, kind of darker-ish grey. So I wanted to highlight it a little bit more. So we drove it in the middle here. Luckily, not many cars, not many traffic is here, so we can afford to do that. And of course, we have to stand by just in case anyone decides to drive by. We have to move the car. Okay, so yeah, here it's a lot better because there's light pouring in from the side, and today is a rainy day, so we have quite some time to work with the light. Yeah, here it's a little bit more light coming in compared to in the middle of the road. It softens, it's very soft light, and it just softens the edges of the car very well. So let's get to shooting. Kelvin, what's your setup today?
35 2.8.
So Kelvin is shooting with the 35mm 2.8 on the
Sony A7R2.
A7R2.
So this is a wide angle.
Alright.
Very good for landscape-ish cars,
Yes.
humans, and all this architectural gorgeousness.
Yeah. Actually, that's a great setup for an environment like this. Big, wide environment where you have a lot to capture. You have the overlying, I don't know what's it called, like skyscraper, not skyscraper, but what's it called? Scaffolding, I guess. The scaffolding is there for you to capture, and the whole environment to bring out the essence of this is a car you own and drive daily in this kind of location. That's the sort of the vibe that we give off. And for me, I am shooting with the same body as well, the A7R2, with 55 1.8mm, a little bit more zoomed in, a little bit tighter focal length, and I'll be focusing on, of course, capturing the car in more detail on a closer up level. So that's how we get a variety of shots. Normally, you just use a zoom lens, right? You just use a zoom lens, but I don't own a zoom lens, and Kelvin doesn't own a zoom lens as well, I think. So we're gonna work with what we have. We're gonna move with our feet to capture all this Bentayga-ness. And yeah, let's see how it goes. For that location just now, we ran into a little bit of difficulties because the lighting was not very easy to work with. As in, it was a bit dull, everything was a bit dull. Then the car reflected basically the whole environment. So it made it very difficult to shoot very, very clean photos of the Bentley Bentayga. And overall, it wasn't a very easy car to shoot. So we are changing locations up a bit. Now we are in front of the, I think, exhibition center, the VTech exhibition center. Then yeah, we spotted a nice mirror. We spotted a nice mirror and an entrance kind of environment. So let's try to shoot here and see if that will produce a better result. So a few elements that we can play with in this set is the water on the ground, the puddles there, and of course the two pillars at the side. It's one over there and one over there, the two pillars at the side. And yeah, the two pillars at the side with the mirror at the back. So that's another element that we can play around with. Of course, this whole entrance is just a very nice frame for the whole thing. Okay, so we are gonna try and play around with that and see how it goes. Third change of location. Now we are in an empty car park. So yeah, like that lor. We kind of feel like it's the lighting that's the problem. With the previous shots, there wasn't amazing lines of light or powerful light, or even, not to say harsh, but just like glorious light to play around with. So in this kind of light, in this kind of weather, everything just kind of dull and very moody, emo kind of feel. Yep, so that's a bit of what we encountered so far lah. Bentayga, not an easy car to shoot, man. Not an easy car to shoot. So first time shooting Bentayga also, and see how lah. Okay lah, we try our best. Times like this, when you have to perform, then everything else is just not really trying to work with you. Only thing you can really do is look at Instagram, look at Bentayga photos, look at Google images, whatever, and then try your best to emulate some of that in your locale, in your immediate environment. So that's kind of what we're doing. I imagine a lot of industrial areas shoot the Bentayga, and of course it would be best if we can get access to, for example, local heritage areas like temples, even heritage sites, culturally relevant places. So that will be the most result for the effort that we put in. That will be the most striking impact when someone sees the photo. Really, this is in Penang. So that's the difficult part in getting access to these places for automotive photography. And if you're not like the corporation themselves, for example, if you're not Volvo Malaysia, for example, if you're not Bentley Malaysia, we're not tied to any big media, and we're not people that are highly demanded by these places to come and shoot and highlight because you guys are so good. We're just like, we can shoot. Good or not depends on the feel for that day, depends on lighting. We're not pros so this is the compromise that we have to work with. Okay. And when all else fails, use the 55 zoom it in, cut out the environment, just focus on the small little details. Which is why we are here in this empty car park as well. So that when we are done shooting the exterior, I don't think we're gonna get a lot of nice exterior shots anyway. So once we get that exterior shot, the 6 angles done, we're gonna move on to shoot the interior. So we're gonna take some time, clean up the interior, take our bags and everything, put it at the back, then shoot the interior details with reasonably flat lighting. So that will be useful for shooting interiors.